If you're gonna make your own tortillas, you should make it with masa, which is milled corn with a little bit of lime in it. It smells amazing. Just smelling it smells amazing, really. Yes, they come out dry unless you make them very, very wet. So that's really the secret. A little bit of warm water and masa. So, masa flour. Need more of that. Oh, yeah. So you just start feeling it like this. It smells very corny. This you want much wetter than a pasta dough. It's completely different than a pasta dough because we're gonna fry them to cook them. Well, lightly fry them. We're gonna pan fry them. And this is very easy. As far as mess goes, making dough, that's like nothing. Okay, it is a little mealy. So, believe it or not, more water, more honking. All right. Can you hear that? That's how wet we want it, nice and wet. And now we can just let this rest for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes while we prepare our press. You can use a rolling pin, but you want to go for like golf ball sized things here. It works a lot better with a press. So, I want to demonstrate, if you don't have a press, how advantageous having a press is. And the great thing about a press is that it makes it perfectly round for you. If you use a rolling pin, you gotta, it's a little bit of a problem. So here is some parchment paper. Here's some more parchment paper. And here we have a nice heavy pan, and I'm gonna try my best and put all my body weight on it. And what we end up with is this, which it looks okay. And place it just behind center so it pushes out. So now you come in with this. Push down. And the difference in thickness is actually not as much as I wanted it to be. But from the same size ball, you can see two different sizes. All right, we got a very hot cast iron pan. Now we need an oil with a high smoke point, like grapeseed oil. Always push it away from you so you don't get fried or splattered. All right, so if they're not splitting around the edges when you're cooking them, then they ain't dry. And that's a good thing. If you deep fry them, you got tortilla chips, but for the most part, they're all maintaining their movability. Now, as these dry, you start stacking them here in your warm bowl. This is sort of like soft toasted, but you do have to cook these. They can't be raw. All right, so here we have our tortillas, and we're just gonna fold them up like this, keep them warm, and serve that on the table. Salsa Verde, green sauce. Salsa should be very, very spicy and very, very salty because you're only supposed to use a little bit of it. That's something that we don't really know in America because we do it the other way around. Now, it's very important that you start with this tomatillo fruit, which comes with this skin on it. It's very sticky. So you peel your tomatillos, and you just need a little bit of onion. So, 1/3 of a white onion. Boom, boom. So, throw me one more tomatillo. It's an eyeball thing, thank you. And I can see that there's too much onion because I'm silly and I put too much onion in. So I need to put more tomatillo. Okay. Now, as far as peppers go, you never really know how hot they are, so you start with one, and you can just kind of taste from there and see what happens. You want it to be spicier than you think. Don't even tell the people that don't like cilantro that there's cilantro on this. They're gonna love it. Really, they don't even know half the time. They're just pains, those people. Got our raw tomatillo salsa verde. We've added a lot of salt and a lot of pepper. And it's spicy and it's salty. But it also cuts through because it's got that acidic fruit thing, which is awesome, and the onion, obviously. Salsa verde. So now we're gonna grill some steak, carne asada, for our corn tortilla and salsa verde. Since we're living in the city here, it's very hard to emulate grilling techniques. So one thing I like to do is use sugar for the effect of caramelization. Twice as much paprika as brown sugar. Black pepper. It's basically equal parts everything except the paprika, which you do double. And this is ground coffee, because coffee is roasted, so that emulates grilling. And the Koreans use this on meat a lot too. It's not that crazy. Touch cayenne. Mixture. Now already I've got roasted flavors that I can smell, so that's awesome. We didn't put any salt because we're gonna do that like regular. So here's a skirt steak. Here it is. We just need to cut this bad boy into, let's say 3 parts for our grill pan. Now, salt. One, 2, 3. Get your grill hot. Really hot. Salt. 1, 2. Throw your stir. Throw your steak. Throw your stir. If you can get 2 in there, that'd be great. All right, skirt steak, you don't want to cook too long. It's very, very thin. We have super high heat. You can see it's already got grill marks, so flip it over. So when we're cooking the steaks, we want to be going in this sort of 130 direction over here, so that when we flip them, we get the grill marks. Beautiful, gorgeous, bobbity boobity. Here we go, 1. Let that rest. Let that rest. Throw the other 2 down. So obviously all this stuff cooks pretty quickly. That being said, it's still important not to cut into your meat immediately so the juices can redistribute and it doesn't all pour out. We can wet it up with salsa verde, which we're gonna do, but it's best to also just have generally juicy meat. Okay, one thing that's really cool about skirt steak is you can actually see the fibers. They're going this way. And you want to cut against the fibers. So that means taking the meat and going this way and then actually cutting it like this. Cutting against the grain, which seems counterintuitive, but then you get much nicer texture in your mouth. So we didn't use any oil on the pan because there's plenty of fat happening here. So this is a clean pan. We've got a delicious grilled steak on a freshly made corn tortilla. And now you've got your salsa verde.